As the moonlight spilled through the broken windows, Sarah's heart raced with anticipation. She had always been drawn to abandoned places, but this decaying asylum held a dark secret she couldn't resist. Sarah had heard rumors about the notorious asylum that had once housed the mentally ill. It had been shut down decades ago due to the inhumane treatment of its patients. Now, it stood as a forgotten relic of the past, hidden away on the outskirts of town. With her curiosity piqued, Sarah ventured inside, her footsteps echoing through the empty halls. The air was heavy with the scent of decay, and every creak and groan of the building sent shivers down her spine. She knew she was not alone. As she explored further, Sarah stumbled upon a forgotten room at the end of a dimly lit corridor. The walls were adorned with cryptic symbols, and a sense of foreboding washed over her. But she couldn't turn back now. In the corner of the room, a dusty journal lay open, its pages filled with the ravings of a former patient. The words spoke of dark rituals and an ancient evil that lurked within the asylum's walls. Sarah's pulse quickened as she realized the truth. The asylum was a gateway to something sinister. Suddenly, a low whisper filled the room, chilling Sarah to the core. Panic consumed her as she tried to escape, but the doors slammed shut, trapping her inside. Shadows danced around her, their menacing forms growing closer. In a final desperate act, Sarah mustered all her courage and chanted the incantation she'd found in the journal. But instead of banishing the evil, it only grew stronger. The walls began to shake, and the floor beneath her feet crumbled away. As the asylum collapsed around her, Sarah's screams were drowned out by the malevolent laughter of the entity she had unwittingly unleashed. In the end, the asylum claimed yet another victim, its dark secret forever concealed within its crumbling walls. Story 2. The Forgotten Motel. The abandoned motel stood as a haunting reminder of the horrors that had unfolded within its walls. Jenny, an adventurous photographer, couldn't resist the lure of capturing its eerie beauty on film. With her camera in hand, Jenny entered the dilapidated motel. Broken glass and faded wallpaper bore witness to its former glory. Each step she took echoed through the desolate corridors, heightening her sense of unease. As Jenny ventured deeper into the motel, she stumbled upon a hidden door that led to a secret basement. The air grew colder, and a foul odor filled her nostrils. Reluctantly, she descended into the darkness, her flashlight illuminating the twisted remains of what had once been a torture chamber. Fear gripped Jenny's heart as she realized the motel had been a front for unspeakable acts of violence. But the horrors were not confined to the past. A sudden noise echoed from the shadows, and she felt a presence lurking just beyond her sight. In a desperate bid to escape, Jenny raced back towards the surface. But the door she had entered through had vanished, replaced by a solid wall. Panic welled up inside her as she realized she was trapped. As the minutes turned into hours, Jenny's sanity began to fray. Whispers and laughter filled the air, tormenting her at every turn. Shadows danced along the walls, distorting into grotesque figures that whispered her name. In her final moments, Jenny's camera captured a glimpse of the motel's true nature, a portal to hell itself. With a blood-curdling scream, she was consumed by the darkness, her body never to be seen again. her fate sealed within the twisted realm of the forgotten motel. Days turned into weeks, and the motel remained undisturbed, its secrets buried within its decaying walls. But fate had other plans. A group of urban explorers, unaware of the motel's dark history, stumbled upon the forsaken establishment. Determined to document their findings, the explorers ventured into the motel, their excitement overshadowing any sense of caution. They captured eerie photographs and spine-chilling videos, unaware that they were treading on cursed ground. As they delved deeper into the motel's depths, the air grew heavier, suffocating them with a sense of impending doom. Whispers drifted through the corridors, echoing their fears. Shadows danced on the periphery of their vision, hinting at unseen malevolence. One by one, the explorers became separated, losing themselves in the maze-like structure of the motel. Panic set in as they realized they were not alone. Each encounter with the paranormal pushed them closer to the brink of insanity. In a desperate attempt to reunite, the remaining explorers followed a trail of flickering lights. It led them to a room, its door ajar and a faint glow emanating from within. With trembling hands, they pushed the door open. What awaited them inside shattered their reality. The room was a distorted, nightmarish reflection of the motel itself. An otherworldly presence loomed in the center, a grotesque amalgamation of all the lost souls trapped within the motel's walls. Paralyzed with terror, the explorers watched as the entity slowly turned its attention toward them. It reached out with elongated skeletal fingers, beckoning them closer. The air became suffocating, as if the very essence of evil permeated the room. In their final moments, the explorers succumbed to the malevolent force. Their screams echoed through the motel, absorbed by its cursed architecture. The forgotten motel claimed its victims, adding their tormented souls to its ever-growing collection. And so, the abandoned motel stood as a testament to the horrors that unfolded within its walls. Its legacy continued, drawing unsuspecting souls into its clutches, perpetuating the cycle of terror for eternity. Story 3: The Haunting of Oak Ridge Manor. As the moon cast an eerie glow on the dilapidated Oak Ridge Manor, Emily's curiosity overcame her sense of unease. Drawn to abandoned places, she couldn't resist the allure of uncovering the secrets hidden within the mansion's decaying walls. Oak Ridge Manor stood as a testament to forgotten opulence. Emily stepped cautiously into the foyer, the musty scent of neglect filling her nostrils. Cobwebs adorned the grand staircase, and the hushed stillness of the mansion sent shivers down her spine. She pressed on, determined to unveil the mysteries that lay within. As she explored the echoing halls, whispers seemed to chase her every step. The portraits lining the walls watched her with somber eyes, their gazes following her progress. The air grew heavy with an unsettling presence, a lingering energy that refused to be forgotten. In a forgotten study, Emily discovered a dusty journal, its pages worn with time. It chronicled the tragic tale of the mansion's former inhabitants, a family torn apart by greed and betrayal. The journal hinted at a dark secret hidden within the depths of Oak Ridge Manor, a secret that had claimed the sanity of those who had sought it. Driven by a mix of curiosity and trepidation, Emily ventured into the mansion's labyrinthine basement. Cold, Damp air enveloped her as she descended further into the shadows. Her footsteps echoed, but it seemed as though something else moved alongside her, a presence that sent a chill down her spine. In the dim light, Emily stumbled upon a hidden chamber, its walls adorned with symbols of an occult nature. She could almost hear the whispers of forbidden knowledge urging her to uncover the truth. But as she approached, the rooms seemed to come alive, the symbols glowing with an eerie luminescence. A gust of wind extinguished her flashlight, plunging Emily into darkness. Panic surged through her as whispers echoed from the shadows, growing louder and more menacing. The walls seemed to shift and contort, closing in on her. She was trapped, caught in a malevolent grip. With trembling hands, Emily mustered her courage and recited the incantation she had discovered in the journal. In an instant, the room erupted in a blinding light, revealing a grotesque figure, a manifestation of the dark secret that had plagued Oak Ridge Manor. But the creature was not easily banished. It lunged at Emily, its form shifting and writhing. Desperation fueled her actions as she fought back, wielding a weapon she had found hidden within the chamber. Each strike weakened the creature, but it fought with an otherworldly strength. Just as the battle seemed lost, Emily's final blow struck true, shattering the creature's physical form. But as the darkness dissipated, Emily realized the true horror of her victory. She had become one with the malevolent force, forever bound to the haunted Oak Ridge Manor. And so, Emily joined the spectral inhabitants, her voice merging with the whispers that echoed through the mansion's halls. Oak Ridge Manor claimed another victim, its dark secrets forever haunting those who dared to uncover them.